Good morning, everybody. As you can see, we're at the gym and we are doing float day. So I've said this before. I seriously don't love barbell hip thrusts, but the Smith machine is taken. We've been left without choice, but you know what? It's fine because I do kind of like them. They're just not my favorite, so I'm not too worried about it. I did a little bit of a warm up, but it took me like 30 minutes to get this set up, which is really embarrassing. But hip thrust just the barbell doesn't want to be hip thrusted. Because every time I've ever done a hip thrust, the barbell just runs away. But here's set number one. I'm actually kind of nervous about doing 225. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have. Whatever. It's fine. I'm just going to manifest that everything goes right. My feet are slippery. Okay, here's set number one. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't great, that's for sure. I have like a heartburn right now. I always get some weird form of heartburn whenever I do. It makes me feel really like big to admit that. Like, yeah, I get heartburn. Gross confession, but no, it's not gross. It's natural. I have not shaved my legs in like 3 weeks just because I don't notice the hair grow out. And then I'm like, whoa, I'm literally a woolly mammoth. So basically, moral of the story, I need to shave my legs. But my camera adds like a smoothing filter. I don't know like why. It just came doing that. So you guys would have never known had I not told you. Oh, okay, here's set number two. Oh, this yoga mat is not providing enough cushion. I sound like a nerd. It's not providing enough cushion. The reason I don't like hip thrusts on the barbell is because it's so easy to feel these in the wrong spot. I always feel them in like my quads, but they're also fixed to that problem. It's tucking your chin on the way down. A lot of people say like, oh, you have to keep your chin tucked. So they start like this. They keep it tucked on the way up, and then they untuck on the way down. But you're supposed to keep it tucked on the way up and the way down, literally the whole time, because then your body hinges instead of like arching. It's funny because I like pretend that I know what I'm talking about, but like I only halfway do. I'm just speaking of personal experience, to be honest. Here's set number three. Oh. So yesterday, I tried to record a video for you guys that wasn't the 5 mistakes I made as a beginner. It was just a regular gym vlog like I normally do. And I ended up in total recording 3 videos. 1 bicep day, 1 ab day, and another ab day. All 3 times there was a malfunction with something. So luckily I got everything figured out. Ended up making that video, which is doing pretty well. So thank you guys for watching it. But moral of the story, my abs are so sore, dude. So I did 2 ab workouts yesterday, and I never hit abs. Also, my right butt cheek is really feeling it right now. I don't normally do B stance anything, like B stance, hip thrust, B stance, RDL, because I feel like there's certain single leg movements that can stand out on their own. They don't need to be like modified into single leg movements. For example, my current favorite single movement for glutes is reverse lunges. So that's what we're gonna do today. But geez, that girl's strong. Somebody's squatting a lot over there. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, like I wouldn't do like B stance of movements I'm already doing. It just doesn't. It feels like counterproductive almost because I'm already doing them. Anyways, here's the last set. It takes so long to set up, so quick to be done. So glad that's over. I couldn't even fully extend anymore. All right, you guys. So I ultimately decided that it was probably best if I just stayed here to do the reverse lunges. Mostly because I don't need to be taking up a Smith machine if I don't have to. So I'm gonna put some 10s on there to start out. I'm not crazy. I'm not. One thing about me, I'm not really an ego lifter like that. I'm not gonna be like, you know what, I could probably do it, so I'm gonna do it. Just like, I guess that piece of me just doesn't work right or something, because I will not. Like, if I don't think I can do it, I'm just not gonna do it. So I used to be a Bulgarian split squat hater, right? Then I decided Bulgarian split squats are actually really good for you, so I started doing them, right? But then I kind of lost the mind muscle connection that I used to have doing Bulgarian split squats, and I was trying to figure out what's wrong. I just couldn't, so I just kept doing them. But then one day I tried reverse lunges as a glute exercise, and literally changed my life. So if you are okay with the intensity of Bulgarian split squats and lunges and things like that, and Bulgarian split squats just are not doing it for you, you should consider putting reverse lunges in their place, because the step back, if you can hinge correctly, like, these feel so good on your butt. Pause. Major pause right there. All right. I have to put this like this. Boom. Super light. Just gonna do 10. I'm gonna rack it for a second before I do my left leg. You guys, this microphone is so fluffy, it's distracting. So lately, my new hobby has been reading. Reason being, am I like super blurry, or is that just me? I think I'm good, right? Yeah. Okay, so I realized that I was on my phone way too much, and I've talked about this in recent videos. The phone obsession taken over my life. Too much. Not okay. And I used to be one of those people that's like, oh no, I'm not obsessed with my phone. Like, other people are on it more. And you know what? If you're one of those people, just stop being deluded and just accept the facts that you sit on your phone all day. And you know what? I am an advocate for like YouTube, Netflix, like long form content, because eventually you shut it off. Short form content and consuming it over and over and over is like crazy. It's not crazy to do, it's crazy that it exists. It makes sense that people do it. It's like candy. It's like, imagine if you could eat as much candy as you want and never gain weight. And it always tastes good, it never gets too sweet. That is short form content. That's what it feels like to consume it. So I just like have to stop myself because I'm addicted. I genuinely am. Like, I feel like I should go to AA for this. Like, Phone Addiction Anonymous, PAA. Like, I'm gonna start that because that's how bad it is, and that is how much I hate short form content. All right, here's the last set of these before we move on to RDLs. I'm gonna take my jacket off, I think, because this fuzzy thing's they're playing broccoli. All right, I'm all set up for RDLs. I'm going to show you guys the first 2 sets. So I just recently was able to RDL 135. So if you feel super weak, it took me a year to be able to RDL 135. So a year. And I mean, trust me, I do not weigh 135. I weigh a lot more than that. So for me, when I do RDLs, my form, I believe looks pretty similar to the average RDL form, but it doesn't feel the way I thought it was supposed to feel, if that makes sense. So, little story time. I used to be an avid RDL hater. I hated them so much. I would skip them. I would ignore them. I would try them one time and give up. But I decided I'm going to put the work in, and I'm going to do RDLs every single glute day. So I started doing that, And when I did, over time, the form started to click to me. So for me, I have to bend my knees a lot to feel in my glutes. The knee bend I used to do was like this much. Now I knee bend like this. It's almost like a squat where I also reach for my toes. Literally, that's exactly what I think of. Squatting back up, because that hinge doesn't happen if you don't. You can't hinge your hips and not bend your knees. Like this is not even a hinge, It's just poking your butt out. You need to bend your knees. So if you're having trouble, bend those knees. Here's set number 2. I like to put my feet together, then I poke them out, and then I put them back straight. If you do ballet, put your feet out, or if you've ever done it, a lot of girls have feet together, first position, heels back. Okay, yeah, I only got 7. I was going to go for the last one, but I was scared. All right, so glute day is normally the only day I do an ab pump. So trying to fix that. There we go, that's better. It's always really hard for me to find good lighting when I do pumps. I don't know. Not a videographer, but a little bit of sheeple lore. I did do film in high school for 3 years. Could have done it for 4, but I just didn't do it one year. I didn't do it. No, I don't know why. Maybe I didn't do it in sophomore year. I don't really remember why I didn't do film all 4 years, but I always like film posing. All right, I'm going to call it a quiz right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. It's going to be still don't know if it's going to be a chest day or back day. Leave in the comments, would you rather see a chest day or a back day? That'll help me decide. Bye-bye.